This is the stock waves charts of the day video for August 14th, 2018. First up, we have the large mover based on earnings, VIPS. Saw a big move down today and looks to be filling out pretty well the projected C wave of this larger A, B, and C correction down from the 2015 high. So at the end of last year and going into the beginning of this year, we maintained that the bounce was likely a B wave. We are continuing to get confirmation of that with price dropping further and now breaking below the prior 2017 low here in what should be that C wave. So this still seems like we're filling out wave 3 of C. That means price may be coming into a local bottom for the completion of that wave 3 and set up for a fourth next, but expecting that to only be corrective and eventually followed by one more final low in wave 5 of C before a more lasting bottom is struck there. Next up, I wanted to take a look at NVIDIA since it is reporting earnings later this week. The setup here continues to look bullish off of our April low, the 1-2 start to our fifth wave, and now setting up what seems to be a fairly solid 1-2-1-2 beginning to that wave 3 of 5. So good setup going into earnings for a nice strong move higher as wave 3 of 3, with the only alternative I see basically being a larger flat for this wave 2. Quick spike down in a C wave, maybe even happens before earnings are announced, and then heads up in the wave 3 of 3. So definitely a bullish chart as long as we're holding above the August low there, and a nice setup for further upside as earnings being a catalyst. Then I wanted to take a look at MYL again, MYL. Price continues to, despite that choppiness we've seen since the earnings announcement, hold some relative strength here and continues to show increasingly positive signs that the setup for continued near-term upside is going to see follow through. So really want to see it above that 200-day moving average as the next hurdle to cross. That's at 39.72 currently. If we can get a nice sustained break above there, I think we're have the all clear for seeing new highs as this wave 3 of C. The alternative does remain the salt B wave, but I think it is positive alone that price has continued to hold up and show some relative strength here following earnings rather than taking that setup for an immediate move lower to fill out that deeper B wave. And then finally, one more chart that I wanted to look at is LITE. It is not in our coverage list officially, but it is a stock that we have posted on quite frequently recently because the setup here continues to look pretty decent for a possible breakout on the cusp of being seen here as wave C of 3 next. Price continues to hold a high level consolidation right under moving average and trendline resistance here. That's usually a pretty positive sign that it is eventually going to clear that resistance once we get some further upside in the market, would be my guess, is when that catalyst ends up playing out. And if we can get a nice clean breakout above those technical resistance levels, then ideally heading up to around 89 again as these wave C of 3 there in blue. The alternative here is that alt wave 2 in red, but the fact that we're holding up here kind of similar to MYL near the highs and consolidating in that high level consolidation, I think bodes much better for that immediate breakout scenario in the blue count rather than seeing the alt wave 2 in red. That's all I have for you today. See you again next time.